this thing.
I don't feel good about this.
Go! I saw it. No one believes me.
I believe you.
Are you ready? It's like Charlie Chaplin in here. All right. I'm Mike.
And I'm Jay.
Kat couldn't make it. She's on her period.
So today we're doing Super 8.
Super 8.
Super 8.
Super 8. Adam Muhammad gave me the shirt. Shout out to Adam.
I've waited so long for this film, and boy was I disappointed.
You're a little disappointed. I think because you were expecting, well, a lot of us were expecting E.T. Instead we got more Jurassic Park and Cloverfield.
The main problem with the story for me right away, you've got this entity that's scaring
I know what
the
you didn't
town.
like.
Scaring the town, and you don't know what it is, and you don't find out for so long, and once you find out, you're just like, oh.
Takes too long to get to the point. I think you didn't like it because the children were naked.
Yep.
Enough.
In Goonies,
Enough.
they were just totally naked.
The story of this film is there's this little boy, his mom dies at the beginning of the film, and he's just left with his dad, who is the deputy of the town. And it's the summer, beginning of the summer, and he is making a zombie movie with his friends. They witness this train derailment, and on this train is a package from Area 51. And you don't know what it is. Is it a monster? Is it an alien? Is it one of Jay's ex-girlfriends?
You slowly find out what it is, and we're not going to ruin it for you guys.
Kyle Chandler's in this. You might recognize him from Friday Night Lights. He's an excellent actor, and he was probably the strongest performance in this movie.
Guaranteed.
I got like semen in my throat.
So he definitely was the strongest character in the whole story.
He was.
It felt like they took, let's take Close Encounters, let's take some E.T., let's take some Jurassic Park.
Not even. Promote it like we took E.T. That when you see
Yeah.
the movie, I didn't think, what I watched is I didn't think E.T., I didn't think old Spielberg at all.
I noticed a lot of it was like Close Encounters, but it didn't seem like it gelled together that well. There's these kids, let's try to make it like the Goonies and Stand By Me-ish, sort of.
Yeah, we got a fat kid.
Yeah, we got the fat kid, we got the goofy kid, we got the funny kid.
The goofy
nerd.
and funny are the same.
Yeah, good. The nerd kid who throws up when he's nervous, and then you have the main character who falls in love, of course.
But no
So,
short round. That was a mistake.
That
no
was
short round.
That was a huge mistake.
$50 bow.
The cinematography in this.
J.J. Abrams' DOP, whoever he is, he loves his lens flares. He loves getting in there. It gets to the point where I liked in Star Trek. It made sense. The bridge with bright lights and everything, but in this movie, it actually took me out of the film. It was distracting as
It was
hell.
constant. Every 5 seconds, you're like...
Yeah.
The zombie aspect of this film is awesome. I saw like a Dawn of the Dead poster, a Halloween poster. So there was some homages going on in there.
But is that all it takes to get your dick hard these days?
Yeah.
Put a Halloween poster up?
Yeah.
Right? Not enough for me.
And George Romero had a little shout out. Felt like nostalgia, but it didn't gel well together.
Even the title's nostalgic.
Yeah, there was no heart to it. You wanted to grasp the idea of this thing, but you don't overall care that much for the story.
This has all the elements that I should be really enjoying this movie, and you want to like it, but there's just something missing. Now, I'm not articulating it well enough.
In the trailer, you have that amazing score, and you have,
You know, hear the score of the movie.
Yeah, you don't hear that, but the film itself doesn't give you that feeling. The little boy, you kind of relate to him.
You just feel for him because he lost his mom.
Yeah, but that's it. It's a plot device. Government steps in, and then it kind of falls apart as it goes.
Yeah, like a train derailment. We expected a great movie, like the movie of the summer. I think that's our fault. We shouldn't have expected so much.
Well, it was a trailer.
Yeah, just because J.J. Abrams and Spielberg, the dream team, gets together, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best movie ever, which we thought originally.
Well, a lot of people.
But it's still a good movie.
It still is a decent movie.
But it's not classic like E.T. Like, it wasn't what we were expecting.
It definitely is not a classic.
I think it proves that you can't plan to make a classic. You can't plan to capture lightning in a bottle. When they were making Close Encounters and E.T., they weren't like, we're going to make a classic movie. They're like, no, we're just going to make a story. It became amazing. Everyone loved it. Like it happened with Indiana Jones. All the elements were there. They had everything they needed to make another great Indiana Jones movie.
But it failed.
It's like when kids say, we're going to make a video that goes viral on YouTube. You can't plan it. It's just one of those things.
I'm just let down. I can't help it. And I know a lot of people out there are going to watch this film and go, I like it a lot. But
people who are younger than us probably are going to love it. Who
Yeah.
are not expecting what we expect.
Exactly. I think that because we're a little bit older and we grew up with E.T. and Close Encounters and all those films from Spielberg, you're expecting this to be a huge epic tale of the government and all these agents that could be after the kids and, you know, all this craziness.
Or maybe like a little bike scene where he flies up into the moon.
Exactly. There's some really good action that happens with the kids. It's hard for us to say exactly what happens at the end because we don't want to ruin it for you guys. But let's just say I wasn't happy with it.
Well, give the kids a score.
I give it a 7. It's a little bit, you know, above average because it's J.J. Abrams. It is very well made, but it's just the story. The script seems to be just lacking.
I agree with you. I think I liked it a little bit more though. I give it an 8 out of 10. It is a solid movie. Like you said, it is above average, but there were moments where it kind of dragged on and I was kind of like saying, you know, get to the point. What's the lesson of this film? We were talking about what is the lesson and it's not very clear. Sure, there is something there and it's debatable and you can have a long discussion about it. It's not what makes a classic.
Yes, you're completely correct. The conclusion of this film, you don't know what you're supposed to be feeling. It doesn't end on a high note. Oh, it's over.
Don't make the same mistake that we did. Don't go in expecting a Spielberg classic and you'll probably really enjoy yourself. But I'm still gonna wear this shirt. Speaking of friendships and childhood memories, a message from our childhood friends, She Died Productions.
Something I need to ask you folks out there. Do you love action films? Do you love fan-made trailers that are brilliant? If you do, we made one last summer. And it's about this man right here becoming John J. Rambo. Link in the ender bar. If you like what you see, please, please God, share this on your Facebook.
Pick Mick for the prequel.
On your wall.
Facebook petition, sign it.
Your Twitter. Print out flyers. Hand them out at your school. Go to the local bakery, have them make a cake.
Buy a passion flake, you give it to a homeless man.
And when you give it to him, tell him John J. Rambo sent you.